So, welcome everybody to the after party, our networking group after the event. Thank you all for coming. I look forward to the feedback from this show. I don't always look forward to the feedback, but I think it'll be pretty good at this one. What I'd love to do is just go around the room and we'll rate the show 1 to 10, how it was for you, what your takeaway was, who your best connection was, something like that. Um, if you'd want to do it again and what we could do better, which is always important to me. And we
Yeah.
record this and we take your feedback seriously, and you see we implement it. If you notice with the announcements at this show and some of the other things. We do have a date of a next show, and I'll wait to the end to tell you that, and I'll wait to the end to tell you who won the free booth for the next show. And I don't know if it'll be a surprise for you, but it's always interesting. All right, Heather, we'll start with you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Felty, publisher at Inner Peace Press, bringing soul stories to life.
Yeah, yeah, and
Um,
and also please give your 45-second intro. Absolutely. I forgot. That's the most important part. Go ahead. Go
okay.
deeper.
And yeah, so I know a lot of you guys here. I think for me, oh gosh, I'm really overthinker in terms of like what my scale level is. But today I'm going to be the one who's going to pass on saying that number. But what I will tell you is that I had two really good connections today, like deep connections. I don't know if I've had like that so instantly in the past here. So that's really cool. And one of them was with somebody who, thank you, Jojo, because you went just like 1 minute late on your presentation. And so I was waiting to get in there. But, I went in at the time. And
Sorry.
no, I'm saying thank you because people lingered for you. And so I met two strangers and got to present to them. And one of them, I don't know if something will happen, but you never know, there could be something there in the future. So, and that's that's the cool thing, right? She's never been here before, so that's a great connection that you just don't get otherwise. So that's me and my opinion for the moment. Thank you very much.
Tell us more about what you do and who you want to work with.
Okay, I publish books. I help all different types of people. I have two companies. One's Inner Peace Press. That's where I'm publishing guidebooks and books that help you get to the inner journey, like understanding who you are. My second company is called Cosmic Oasis Publishing, and this is a more open genre publishing company. I can also help with distribution and different things. So it's more of a hybrid kind of press. So if you're at all interested in making a book, or you know somebody who would like to do a book of any kind, get in touch with me and I can give you some advice. Maybe we'll work together. Maybe I'll help you find a better place to be. So that's who I am. Heather at Inner Peace Press, bringing soul stories to life. And I'm in
Let
Wisconsin.
me ask a question. So, who here ha has read my book or heard my book or has my book?
I have.
Okay, for those of you that haven't, shame on you. You should get it. I'm going to put the information in the chat. And it is my life's work. It's something that I'm very proud of. And if it wasn't for Heather, that book would have never come to life, at least not in the form that it's in. And we are working on two more books for this year as soon as Heather can send me a contract, which
Mhm.
I'm just going to bust her chops about because that's
You
what I
almost
do.
got it last night. Look for it
Okay,
this week.
good.
I can't wait to start working.
Me too. All right, Heather, thank you so much for what you do for all of us. Thank you. And I'm putting that link in the chat. All right, Jeannie, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Jeannie Asante with Babs, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. That means I come from the Big Apple, but I can do business across all 50 states, which is why I have that wonderful photo behind me. Today, I'm representing my solar company that's been around for 25 plus years. Wow. I sit there and I say to myself, I cannot believe that something has lasted this long, and it's so great to know that I'm still around. I actually just redid someone's solar that I did the first time way back then, and they called and they, you know, dialed my number, and when they got me, they were surprised. I was surprised they called me. They were surprised I was still answering the phone. So it was really exciting. It was great that they had heard so many stories about how solar can be such a challenge, and they were afraid to go to someone else, and they were happy to be able to come back to me because there wasn't a challenge when they had theirs done. So if you're interested in learning how to not get shocked when you open your electric bill, let me know. I would love to be able to take that away from you. You know, sticking your finger in the socket is no fun in any other way. I don't want to make that happen for you on a regular basis. And it seems to be that every single month, somehow, some way, there's a raise and increase in your bill, but not a raise and increase in your usage. So let's think about how we can alleviate that challenge for you. I would give this virtual trade show a 9. And the reason I say that is because I know Chris and I know he's going to improve this and make it better the next time. So he makes each one of them is better and better every single time. I want to tell you, I did something different this time. I hired a VA, thank you, Ken, to stay at my booth. And let me tell you what that allowed me. That allowed me to walk around the floor and not wait for people to come to my booth, although they did. And she ended up getting a name and number for me. So that was really great. So that worked out in its own entity. But I was able to walk around the floor and be able to introduce myself to people who just somehow, some way didn't end up back there or at my booth, I should say. So that gave me the freedom to also go watch other presentations. I didn't have that freedom before. I only had the freedom of going to my own presentation. And sometimes my booth was empty when I didn't have someone able to come or they just didn't show up. So I love the comfortability that someone was there. I didn't have to think about it. Every time I went back to my booth, she was there and she was, engaging or talking to someone. So it was really great that I got that done. So anyone here who's had a booth and didn't have a VA this time, I encourage you to do that for the next time because it gave you so much more freedom to do other things. And with that, I'll hand it right back over you to Chris. Thank you.
Very good. And so would you do it again?
Oh, 100%,
Very
110%.
good. Just
I've
wanted to
been
make
to every single one of them. I don't plan on missing one in the future.
Jeannie, and we are so glad you're here on so many levels. Yes, go ahead.
Oh,
What?
and one more thing, I'm sorry, Sue. Thank you so much for the podcast. It was so much fun. Loved hanging out with you. If you haven't done a podcast with Sue, you need to do it. She's fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. And we don't get a lot of rock stars around here. Well, that's not true. You're all rock stars, but Vanessa was able to join us for a little while, and she's coming off a huge event they just had in Denver. And if you don't know about Achieve Systems, there's 10,000 small business owners in it, right? Is that number right?
Yes, Chris. Well, 10,000 is our number for over time. We have about 3,500 members currently. So,
Okay.
yes. But yeah,
Do your thing. Take it
um,
away. I know you have to jump, so go ahead.
absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here and for letting me speak. And Chris, yes. Also, one of the things is that I was not here for the whole conference. My assistant and business partner, Phyllis, most of you probably talked to Phyllis. She pretty much chats to everyone, and it's nice to see my fellow achiever, Ken, here. Hello, Ken. Nice to see you. I hope you had a great conference. Here at Achieve Systems, we help entrepreneurs and business owners grow and scale their businesses. And I want to congratulations to Jojo, who literally just joined us. She filled out the application as Chris came in and said, Zoom room time. And Chris, thank you for encouraging her to join and for that. But, we help grow our entrepreneurs to grow through community, coaching systems, and also revenue stream systems. And I invite all of you to find out more about what we do because we're really here to collaborate, find a power partnership that really is a win-win-win for everybody. And Chris, your conferences are always so much fun. I love this virtual platform. I think it is what a convenient way to be able to connect with other people, being able to sit in your office or your living room or wherever you choose and be able to do this. So, Chris, thank you so much for making this available for entrepreneurs and business owners all around. And I also have loved having you as an Achieve Systems member and ambassador now. Just been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for partnering with me on the show. And next show, I hope that whole section behind you is all Achieve members. That would be a dream come true for all of us. So let's work on
We
that.
will be working on that.
All right. Very
Definitely.
good.
Yes.
And Ken, you got high praise here already. And, loved having your VAs as the tech support. My favorite part to your VAs is with the tech support is I get to hear the roosters crowing in the background. I love that so much. It shows the dedication that no, we're 24 hours here, right? At these international conferences, but your people do a great job. And thank you for all you do for our members by manning the booths when they need help and all of that. So thank you.
You're very welcome. It's 2 a.m. there, so
Go ahead. Tell us about you, what you thought of the show and all of that.
yeah. First of all, bear with me. Sorry, I lost my voice. I'm Kenneth Yu from Pixel Buddy Solutions, and I'm here in Colorado. We support business owners by giving them a skilled virtual assistant who can take the admin, branding, website, or even CRM work, all the stuff that eats up your day off your plate. So we match real people who make a real difference. If you know someone who's ready to delegate and grow, I would love an introduction. And for the show, yeah, I would love to do it again. It feels really great to reconnect with familiar people here, and it's just exciting to meet also new ones. I would rate the event an 8.5 overall. I think 3 hours I felt a bit long for me. Shortening it to maybe an hour or an hour and a half, followed by an hour focus networking, might make it more engaging.
Okay. Thank you. And I think that's all right. Very good. Thank you, Ken. Marco, you're next. Are you there? You turned off your camera. There we go.
Yes, I also want to say thank you for a fun event. It's always fun. I think it's all a fun way to meet people, and I had a good conversation with Susan and Ken and Nancy, and then it was fun to have my presentation as well. So yeah, I think it's a great way to connect with people and in a very different way.
And that,
So.
Go ahead.
So my name is Marco. I work at Studio Dumel. I design brands and brand systems. So I work with companies ensuring that your brand shows up consistently, whether it's online or at a trade show or on a business card. So I do brand systems, and I also run a podcast called Design for Humans, and it was a pleasure to have Chris on as the guest. And so you could see the interview with Chris on Design for Humans on YouTube.
Thank
So,
you, Marco.
thank you.
And Marco's been my graphic artist for decades. He's wonderful. All the graphics you see from us, Marco's made, including the book covers and all the other stuff that we get to play around with here. So thank you for that. And yeah, I did 4 or 5 podcasts prior to try to bring traffic, and one was with Marco, one was with Ethan, one was with Lori. I'm trying to see who else is on here that I may have done one with, but and more to come. I found a vein to get on podcasts, and all of a sudden I'm a little popular. So Marco, thank you for that. You did a great job. And just
Thank
thanks
you.
for what you do. And you guys should know Marco's the only one who's ever been kicked out of one of our shows. And the story is he left his computer unmanned, and his kids were home from school, and they started running around with the laser on, shining it in everyone's eyes. And I didn't know it was his kids, and he got booted off the floor and was never invited back until I think earlier this year, we had a talk, and he told me it was his kids.
Yes,
So,
yes.
when in
It
doubt,
was
blame the
during
kids,
COVID.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Very good, Marco. Thank you for all you do. Susan,
Thank you.
Susan
Hi.
Stars. Yes. Hi.
Uh, I had fun. I went around, I listened to uh 4 different presentations, I think, and learned a lot. I'm gonna talk with Ken. Maybe he can help me get some of my extra work done easily. And I'm glad I was here most of the time. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Thank you all for participating, and if I missed your presentation, I'm sorry, but it's hard when there's only 3 to pick out one to go to
Got
at a
it.
time.
All right. Thank you, Susan. Nancy. That big unmute button makes it a lot more interesting. No, you're still muted. I'm sure it's fascinating though.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Technology's great when it works. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Nancy Delane, and I am the founder and owner of Delane Law Office PLLC. If you have a scathingly brilliant idea, that is the North Star of your business, and it forms the basis of your business's intellectual property, which, face it, is the main value of just about any business. So it becomes incredibly important to not only work with people like Marco to develop that intellectual property, but you also need to work with people like me. I'm a lawyer and I protect that intellectual property. Marco does the first half of the job, I do the second. Okay, so if you have an invention, if you have branding, works of authorship, trademarks, trade dress, trade secrets, protecting all that can get pretty pricey, especially if you go to a large intellectual property law firm, like many people think they have to do. And okay, guess what? You don't. This is where I come in. I'm an intellectual property lawyer with over 20 years experience as an IP and patent lawyer. And it's my mission to work with startups and small businesses to effectively and affordably help you nurture your mind child. And that piece of intellectual property is my registered trademark. I do walk my own walk. I'm Nancy Delane, founding member of Delane Law Office, located in Hyde Park, New York. My home office is directly in Eleanor Roosevelt's backyard. I help startups and small businesses worldwide nurture your mind child. My information is in the chat. Please do feel free to connect.
And what do you think of the show? Would you do it again? Did you have any ahas or connections or any of that kind of stuff?
I have a couple. Well, I reconnected with a bunch of people. Okay, there are no new connect. I reconnected with Sue. I reconnected with Marco. Jojo and I never really lost connection, but we reconnected too. When we could hear each other, when she could hear me. And ahas, no, not really. I would definitely do it again.
Very good. Thank you. Daniel. Daniel.
Coming. Okay, everybody. Daniel Sternclaw with View3D.tv. I give the conference a 9.34. I would do it again. And this time, instead of speaking, I decided to take a back seat and actually listen to some presentations, and that was great to see what other folks are up to, and lots of great presentations by everybody. So appreciated that, and also made some connections as well. And your business deserves more than a digital presence. It deserves a competitive edge. And that's where View3D.tv comes in. What if your website did heavy lifting? What if workflows ran smarter, your leads came warmer, and your brand showed up where decisions were actually made? That's the transformation we engineer. Custom strategies and custom edge technology built around your goals, your audience, and your growth. You shouldn't have to choose between innovation and integrity. You get both with View3D.tv. We have, over 40 years of experience proving innovation behind every solution. And the question isn't whether you're ready to get known, found, and paid. It's how soon you want to start. So meet with us at View3D.tv/meet me. Do it today.
Okay. Anything we could do better?
Just keep doing more.
Okay. We'll announce that in a minute. Lori, go ahead.
Hi, I am Lori Cleverly, Clever Adventures travel agent. I'm a full service all abilities travel agent, helping those with visible and invisible disabilities. So I like to give people the opportunity to see the world, even if it looks a little different. Definitely would do this again. Definitely give it a 9. I feel more prepared this time from last time because I literally said, yeah, I'll do it. And it was like the week before the show. So I feel more prepared for it. And I think personally, I would probably personally for the next time, I want to make sure that I invite more people.
I
But
would like that too. Thank you.
I would like that, yes.
Thank you. Jojo.
Oh my God, where do I begin? Okay, so just a little statistic here. In this room, I did a video with Chris, Jeannie, Nancy, Ken. So that's 23.4% of the people I've worked with in this room. Pretty powerful. I reconnected with Nancy today. She gave me some great ideas with trademark. Most likely I will be working with you. Chris told me about Achieve. I seized the moment I joined. There is something about making decisions. When we procrastinate, we actually sabotage our business. So I just said, boom, I'm going to do it. Did a podcast with Sue, had a blast. Reconnected with Jeannie Asante. First show in 2022 that I was at, I met Jackie Grenay. And I've done already with Jackie Grenay 4 videos. She just said to me today, we're going to be doing another video in the future. She has a new product. Last show, I connected with Michelle Rini. She's doing my website from this show. I connected with Janet Hamilton. We did a video, came out phenomenal. This is the power of this show. Even though it's small, it's robust. Oh, what do I do? So, are you ready for your cup of JoJo? I'm JoJo Laricia, your video strategist and the super connector. I make 50 to 100 connections every single weekday. I help professionals build a strong online presence using strategic video content and distribution on over 100 platforms. Most people make videos and they hope they work. I create videos in the infrastructure behind them, the system that makes sure that you're found on YouTube, Google, LinkedIn, and more. So my ask is to connect with each and every one of you. Let's one-to-one have some fun and get your mojo with JoJo, because my info will be in the chat. That's where it's at. And by the way, I am introducing today HEO, Human Engine Optimization. There's SEO, Search Engine Optimization, AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, and GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. Now there's HEO, Human Engine Optimization, because without the human connection, we have nothing. Chris, keep doing what you're doing. I will be here every trade show, and my apologies for missing one of them. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
You're great. And thank you for your cup of JoJo for all of us. Your energy is contagious, and we love having you here. Thank you.
Thank you. And I love you, Chris, and I love the news you shared with me. And someday you'll be able to share it with everyone here. Yes, and I'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Yes.
My old friend Kathy Beck, who's back in our lives. Nope. It again makes it much more interesting if you unmute.
I'm unmuted.
Now you are. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, thank you for having me. I was with Mark Sorreo of Gray Sky Films. This is my first virtual event ever. So I really don't have anything to compare it to. I've done lots of Zooms, but never had an avatar of myself. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I guess I'd give it like a 9, because I thought it was pretty cool, very interesting. Can't give it a 10 because I don't know what to compare it to. So is there something better? Is there something not as good? So I'm going to go with 9. Met some really interesting people, got to sit in on some presentations, which I thought was really wild. There's there's a couple of us here who are in production land, if I may. So it was kind of, very interesting to me to hear about what other people are doing in their businesses and, how they're leveraging different technologies in with video production to tell stories and help clients make better decisions. So it's good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. I got to bounce. I've got to feed my 2 little kittens. It's wet food time. We just
Okay.
they're 8 weeks old. We just got them 2 days ago. So I got to bounce.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Continue. CJ, go
You
ahead.
too.
Hi, everyone. CJ in San Diego, and I thought this was the best one so far, quite frankly. This was my best event so far. I was ready to give you a 10 until I'm hearing other people say, well, I want to give you a 9 because we know that there's room for improvement. So if you want the 10, take it, because this was the best one, in my opinion, so far. But I also know you're going to keep improving it, so that's exciting. I love the new additions, the improvements we see each time. I don't have any specific suggestions other than I'm excited to see what you do next, and I'll be at the next one and I'll promote it. And I keep telling everyone, man, get on board, learn how it works. People complain, I don't know how it works. Well, if you've never done it before, of course you don't know how it works. So try it out, learn how it works. I was laughing with Ted that you can tell those of us that have, played video games and had some experience in this kind of an environment before, because we can maneuver a little more easily. So anyway, great event. I enjoyed speaking with a lot more people at this event than previously. People coming by the booth, chatting with me up in the conference area. Had several people come talk to me. So overall, great event. Quick introduction for everyone. I'm CJ Gilbert, Jungle Studios. I do website design. I also speak and teach about using your website and other technology for your business. I'm sharing my resource page in the chat box with you, where you can access all kinds of cool stuff. I'll give you a super fast tour. I have an announcement to make, so I'll save that for last, but this is where I announce all the cool stuff. You can see where I've been talking about the conference coming up. Here's my top 3 resources. My video workshop teaches people how to make the most of their website, use it as a tool for their business. Then I answer a lot of questions over at my YouTube channel. It's called Ask a Web Geek. I'd love you to subscribe, check out some videos. I've got a bunch of sample videos right here you can jump right into. And then the thing I want to announce is my Social Media Jungle Club is an educational program that I've been putting together for a couple of years, and I just rebuilt it as a choose your own adventure style program. So everyone starts with the core 4 classes, and then you get to decide which direction you want to go. You want to learn more about certain platforms, you want to learn more about posting, making graphics. There's a lot of directions you can go to work your way through the material. So that I'm announcing it now for the first time today, and you'll see me marketing it over the next couple weeks. But I'm really excited about that and hope it helps a lot of people. I have a special link for you. Everyone else is going to go to the front page and see that it's $47 a month if you use the link that's there in the chat, and I also have it down here. So you can get to it later. It's this orange button right here that says friends. That's the link for you and for you to share personally with your own network. It's only $37 a month with that link. So great event. Thanks so much, guys. CJ, Jungle Studios, and Ask a Web Geek. We understand the internet is a jungle.
Thank you, CJ. And you know why you had such a good show? Because you came to the training on Monday. You came early to the show today and got to pre-network. You're staying afterwards. You did the work, right? You took advantage of the tools being offered, and you got to know people on Monday that were new here. And that's why you had such a good show. So, and I happened to take a quick video when I was walking around, and I caught you saying, yeah, this was the best show yet. And so I was grateful to catch that at that moment.
Awesome. I love that.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Sue, thanks for all you do.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Sue Roskoff, World of Ability Podcast Network. I did put in the chat the link to the YouTube channel and my LinkedIn, because that's where anyone who got interviewed today, that's where you'll find it. I also sent it to you. I message it in the metaverse. So while we were there, you should have gotten it there as well. But I got to talk to 9 people today and live stream. So that was huge. That's the most we've done. We can still go a few more yet. So by all means, even if you've done it before, next time when we're back here again, let's do it again, because things are new, things are news, and we want to get that out there. This is amazing. Love what you guys do. And since I had 9 people, I'll give it a 9.
Very good. Hey, can you tag me on LinkedIn on those, please?
I will do that.
Thank you very much. Orly,
Thanks,
are
Chris.
you there? And thank you for what you do, Sue, you and your team.
Surprise! I'm not Orly.
That is
I am here filling in for Orly, and thank you so much for having me. If you don't know her, she is a speaker business coach who helps public speakers become paid speakers. She helps, she guarantees that you'll make 150K in your first year of public speaking, or she will continue to work with you until you do. And we have a couple of exciting things happening. She down her PGA, but it's coming back as a one-time encore event. It's coming up in September, and it's free to attend. And I'll put the link in the chat. Also, we have a speakers networking event for speakers to connect with event hosts and planners. So it's a grand old time. It's every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, and I will again put the link in the chat.
Thank you. And who are you? What's your name?
Oh, I'm Latara Dragu.
Okay. And what did you think of the show?
I'm gonna pass on that because I don't think I had enough experience being there, but Orly loves it and she definitely would love to come back.
Okay. Kurt, go ahead. Are you there, Kurt? Kurt may not be there.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I can just talk briefly here. Yeah, I'm not in a convenient spot right now, but since you called my name, I can tell you, yeah, it sounds really great what Sue all did. I know Emily had a great time. Emily actually wasn't feeling the best today, but with the metaverse, it allowed her to self-care and be a part of our team doing everything we did today. But yeah, I had a lot of business offline from the conference today. So I love the flexibility and what I was able to do throughout my work afternoon and be a part of everything going on here. And we're going to keep tapping it for getting it out to the World Ability Podcast Network and all my circles ongoing, and looking forward to build up to the next one and promoting all the events here at On the Bus. Thanks for doing it, guys. Great group.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, good point with the metaverse. So I didn't know how it was going to look today. I had eye surgery on Monday. I had a little thing going on. But anyway, so I figured, well, if I'm all shot, it's just the metaverse, right? It doesn't matter. I don't have to have my camera on. And I thought, well, there's that after Zoom thing. But it all worked out fine on all levels. But that is another advantage of the metaverse is you don't have to show yourself if you don't want to, so that's kind of nice. And I noticed some alter egos out there, and people who I know are somewhat conservative all of a sudden had ponytails and earrings, which is interesting. But anyway, Ethan, you did a great interview with me this week as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Sorry I got that up late. I had some issues, lost many hours
Let it go,
of
man.
work,
Let it go. It'll
but,
have legs forever.
we got it.
Keep going, though. Tell us about the show and your experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I did a podcast with Chris here, I believe last week. And it went so well. I think it was one of our best podcasts that we've done so far. So got that up. He showed me a little bit about the metaverse that day, about a week ago. I think there was one person in it, got to say hi, but just the first time walking in and seeing that something like this exists is just so incredible. So I've been very much looking forward to the conference today. I definitely showed up late because I was working on that podcast last night, getting it up. But as far as everything I saw, the community that you've built, I'd say very, very well done. I'd give it an 8 or a 9. I think that there's room for improvements. I would love to see that room completely full. I've heard that it has been full, and I think that we can get that there again. As far as the people you've brought together, I think there's so many awesome people that have really good stories as well as good services that they're providing. Everyone seems to be a little chatty in there, and it's really cool to see everyone getting along so well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day I have to break up a fight on the floor or something interesting, having two avatars go at it. I think that'd be pretty funny. But anyway, thank you. Hey, Ethan, why don't you put a link to that podcast in the chat?
Yeah,
and
absolutely. I
you
can do
have
that.
done podcasts with me recently. Feel free to do the same. So thank you for that. Emily, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Do you have anything to add here? Emily going once?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. So I met a lot of new people, and I met quite a few people that was their first time. So I thought that was good. So yeah.
Thank you. All right, Heather, go
Oh,
ahead.
So Ted Hawks had to leave,
Yeah.
and he put in the chat, Chris, thanks for a great show. Unfortunately, I have to run another call. I rate the conference a 9. Awesome experience. Thanks for the help when I dropped in and was trying to figure it out. And then he said he's a writing coach and he can connect. So it's in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I would have missed it otherwise.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So I have to tell you that earlier this week, if I had to rate the conference, I would have given it a 5 or a 6 because I was very concerned with traffic. And I send out emails to all of you, which I don't know if you get. Jeannie's the only one who responds because she knows how I feel when I don't get response. And it's like, what the hell? It's a black hole out there. Nobody responds. And so we went from, I think, 40 a week ago to well over 100 this morning, and we had over 207 visits today. So that's a decent number. And they went to 600 booths. So there was traffic today. So I looked at it, it was all pretty steady throughout the day. If you looked at the numbers, it was between 27 and 37 most of the day, people on the floor. I don't know how many of them are us. Well, let's assume there's 18 of us here now. So that gives us another 10 or 15 to play around with. That's a doable show. I think it's manageable. I still want to do better, and we will do better. We are growing in numbers, and that's a good sign. So I'm encouraged by that. What I need is more of you to do what JoJo does and invite. JoJo won the booth again.
Okay. Yes. Super connected. This is how we do it. Come on now. This is what we're talking about. All right. Do I win a prize? Oh
You
no,
won
I
a
know what the
booth?
prize is.
You
I
got
get
it.
the booth.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You're in
All
a
right.
you're in
The
a
best
$1,700
prize
booth.
ever.
So we need more of that. We need a cup of JoJo and all of you, and I need you guys to invent or to invite. The reality is JoJo brought 25 people. So if we all brought 25 people, think about the size of the show.
Yeah.
So and it's quality over quantity. Don't get me wrong, I get that, but we could use a little more effort for the next one. The next one will be September 24th. That's a Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so instead of the hub, and we'll use the Monday hub as the training.
That's my birthday.
We're gonna do it anyway. I know it's a national holiday and all, but we're gonna do it anyway. All right, so I think that's it. I should probably tell you what I do. I coach small business owners, and I do it via mastermind groups. And the way this group started was one of my owners said, trade shows suck. I'm never doing another one. And I said, trade shows don't suck. You suck at doing them. And I'm going to prove it to you. And we're going to have a trade show. And that was June of 2014, 30 shows ago. And we went virtual in December of 2020, in the beginning of the pandemic, and we will stay virtual. There's nobody I know that has done 30 shows for small business owners, and I think we have this grooved pretty well, and we've gotten the kinks out. And I thank all of you that have been with me since the beginning when we didn't have the kinks worked out. You guys have experienced hitting a wrong button and shutting down the whole show for everyone by mistake. You guys have experienced wiping out the floor at one show by mistake. You guys have experienced Marco's terrorism with the laser pointer all over the floor. You guys have experienced a lot and hung in there and come back when we've screwed up, and I appreciate it. So it's all fun and games for most of you. It's not for me. It's a lot of stress and a lot of work. And we lose money on all these shows, but I'll keep doing them because I think it's important for the community. But anyway, until the next show, September 24th, I'll put the link in the chat so you have it. And we don't have to use this same language, but Let's see, I'm just.
Is the link for the next show different or is it the
No,
same
it's
link?
going to be the same link, which is the
Okay.
link I'm putting in now. We're not going to, because that was a suggestion from you guys. So there it is. Well, it says June 16th, but it's September 24th. I'll get it together. Don't worry.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to stop the recording and I'll hang for a bit if anybody needs me. So that.